and thanks for joining us on Chicago Tonight, Black Voices. I'm Brandis Friedman. On the show tonight, Chicago public school students return to class next week. We talk about the challenges that lie ahead in the new school year. How the Cook County Sheriff's Office is helping people when they get out of jail. Efforts to increase education around maternal mortality in the Black community.
Positive role models literally can change the trajectory of your life.
And the founder of a mentoring organization gives the last word on the virtues of becoming a mentor for Black girls. All that coming up, but our first story tonight, preparing for the first day of school right after this.
Chicago Tonight, Black Voices is made possible in part by Fifth Third Bank and by the support of these donors.
At Fifth Third, we believe when diverse voices are heard and empowered, communities are made stronger, lives are made better, and the future holds greater promise for all. That's why we're proud to support Chicago Tonight Black Voices. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can drive change.
Chicago public school students are savoring one final weekend of summer freedom before classes resume on Monday. But the district's Black student enrollment has been on a steady decline since the 1990s, in parallel with a decline in Chicago's Black population overall. And data has shown that Black students are disproportionately subject to discipline, are underrepresented in the city's top-rated high schools, and have to travel the farthest of any demographic group to get to school. Here with a look at the upcoming school year are Dartavis Dorsey, Director of Partnerships and Community Engagement with the University of Chicago Crime and Education Labs, Nicole Collins, a parent leader with Community Organizing and Family Issues, Power Pack, Illinois, and Natasha Dunn, founder and executive director of Black Community Collaborative, as well as Samantha Smiley, reporter with Chalk Beat Chicago. Thanks to all of you for joining us. Dartavis Dorsey, let's start with you, please. Describe some of the differences in educational outcomes for Black CPS students, please.
Oh, the disengagement. You know, we experience when it comes to the Black culture, the Black students in CPS and how they are feeling unvalued. There's not an implementation stance that's like equated to like supporting, like especially like the trauma components that they experience it. And then sometimes like how the lens look inside of the building and what we're not tackling to make sure that they have a valuable education, equitable lens on a holistic approach.
What would you say are some of the barriers that are contributing to the gaps for Black students?
You know, one of the things is safety. You know, it's safety. It's not just like, you know, leaving home, like transitioning to school, but then also like in the building, like what does that look like? It also is like education, like, you know, when it comes to the education fold, and like you see that there are like 2 to 3 years behind the academic component. And so like how are we making sure that we cater into like that population that's struggling to catch up with the academic component, but then also making sure that they feel safe inside of the comfort of what we're trying to instill in them, the school system.
All right, we're going to come back to safety a little bit in this conversation. Natasha, your organization is calling for CPS to create a Black Student Achievement Committee. Yes. Why do you think that's necessary?
Well, it's necessary because of what Dartavius just stated. I mean, we have serious issues that's been really exacerbated due to the pandemic. We have students who were disengaged during the pandemic. We have now the idea of students being able to have to just go back to school as if nothing ever happened. And before the pandemic, I always say we were in an academic pandemic. We had students who were behind in reading and math in the Black community. Black students were 10% reading proficiently, and that's not acceptable. And so we need to have an effort that's going to really drive home solutions, culturally relevant solutions to bridge that gap.
Nicole Collins, you have a daughter in a predominantly Latino school. Do you feel like her needs are being met there, or your needs as a parent?
I do not.
Tell me why.
I don't feel like her needs are being met. She's been having problems with like inside the school as far as like bullying, and when it comes down to like academically, they're speaking Spanish in her class, so like her reading level and math level is kind of low, and I'm trying to see if they can just like get it back to the top, because I feel like they predominantly just cater to the Hispanics.
You say they're speaking Spanish in the class. Do you feel like the teacher are they teaching in Spanish as well? Or?
They are. They're doing both, and my daughter, you know, she goes to her teacher like, I don't understand, like, can you help me? And the teacher will tell her, well, we don't have time to help you one-on-one, but like, you'll get it, maybe we'll do something after school, but then they never get to it with her, so she's been having a problem, struggle with it.
Samantha Smiley, you've done some reporting on CPS's student restraint policy specifically. Outline that for us, please.
Yes, so um, since May, I've been reporting on like how Chicago public schools have um, not been in compliance with the state law from 2021, where for it says that basically, if staff are restraining students or placing them in timeout or seclusion, that they're supposed to be trained. And so Chicago public schools have not only have untrained staff doing physical restraints, they are also not notifying parents within 24 hours of a incident happening, and they're also using outlaw methods of restraint, which is called prone and supine restraint. Um, and so right now, the State Board of Education has put some pressure on the district to move to come into compliance.
The district has a deadline, right? The district has a deadline to meet in order to train hundreds of staff by a certain point before or close to the start of the school year, correct?
Yes, it's the first day of school, and they have to train at least 2 staff members per building. And again, Chicago Public Schools have like over 600 schools.
So that's hundreds of people, and first day of school is on Monday. Dartavis, where can parents get resources and support for kids who might be struggling in CPS schools?
I think we should start with the community partners. What I mean by that is like in your neighborhood, like what community organizations are there, and then the in-school based like community partners, like such as like a youth guidance who have BAM in school, or WOW for the young ladies. You have organizations like YAP, UCAN. Boys and Girls Club, and so we just can't just rely on like the school, because they think their job is just to teach. We need to step up and have our community lens be more involved, and so parents should reach out to the local community partners that's in their community to help equate what's taking place and to tap into do that warm hand pass off from the students, but then also to the school instructors as well, and so.
Natasha, you've said that you think CPS's enrollment numbers for some South Side schools aren't telling the whole story. What do you think's going on there?
Yes. So one of the things that we found over the past few weeks, we've been doing research on CPS's enrollment, and what we've seen is that there are schools who are in low-income communities, schools that are disproportionately black, that have low enrollment. And when we think of low enrollment, we think that there's no students to be enrolled. But what we found on CPS's website is that there are schools who have thousands of students who've applied, but they just were not accepted into the school. And these were students who rightfully had the credentials to be accepted, but they're just not accepting them. And so when we talk about, making sure that there's this effort to bring students back, is CPS actually doing that? That's the question we have. And then when we think about where are these students going, where are they forced to go to school? Are they forced to travel outside of their community to go to school? And we already know that through University of Chicago studies to and through, we found out that black students travel the furthest and the most out of any of the racial group. And so some of the enrollment issues are predicated on the fact that CPS is just not really following their protocol in terms of monitoring schools that are under-enrolled or underutilized.
We talked about safety earlier, Nicole. You have a high school-aged son. How big of a concern is safety in the school, but also on the way to school for you and your son?
It's a big safety issue. Like I've told you before, they've had fights, they had bomb threats in Chicago Boys College Prep to where my son's unsafe. So now he just transferred to Chicago Tech, and that's where he's currently going to be coming Monday. So yeah, he's been having issues. There's been fights, and he just is like, Mom, I'm unsafe. I don't want to be in this area anymore. And then not more so of the gangbangers that are in my area, the Hispanics. They bother him because he's an African American child.
And so you took the step of transferring schools
Absolutely.
As a result.
Yes, I feel like that was the best thing for him, to make sure that he's safe and that he lives to be 30 and 40 and 50 years old. A lot of young boys, African Americans, they don't even live to see the age of 30 and 40 because the gang banging, the violence. So I just want my son to have the opportunity to be a young, prosperous young man and just be safe and get an education that he needs.
And I'm sure you didn't take that transfer lightly, obviously, because transferring in the middle of high school it's a big deal. Samantha, last year CPS struggled to provide bus transportation for students. What's behind the bus driver shortage, and what are we looking at for this year?
Yeah, there's have been since the pandemic, really a nationwide school bus shortage. And in the previous years, school districts have used COVID relief funds in order to like as a bonus sign up for some folks. But it doesn't seem like all the efforts that has been done has really worked to get more drivers. And so this school year, Chicago Public Schools says that they are going to focus on making sure that transportation is giving to students with disabilities, those who have individualized education plans, um, and also students who are experiencing homelessness. And that kind of takes away transportation from students in selective enrollment schools and in magnet schools, but also those are the groups of students that are federally mandated to have transportation. But what I'm hearing so far from parents is that they don't even know their bus routes, and they're not sure what Monday is going to look like for them or their kids.
I'm sure, I know a lot of us are looking forward to seeing how Monday turns out. We're getting a lot of head nods around the table as Samantha is speaking. We've got about 30 seconds less left. Dartavis, have you seen programs in other school districts that have worked to address opportunity gaps?
I have, and I would say like we learned from like District N16 in New York, where they had like voc ed. That's like
Vocational,
vocational education that's really helping help with that educational gap. And so like in Chicago right now, we're trying to like equate that, which is called Back to Our Future, where we're working with like our local officials, CPS and community partners to, help achieve that educational gap that's happening in this invested community with the Black culture.
Best of luck to all the parents out there on Monday. We appreciate you joining us. Dartavis Dorsey, Nicole Collins, Natasha Dunn, and Samantha Smiley. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Cook County Sheriff's Office is ramping up efforts to help people beyond the jail's walls. It opened its first community resource center in Humboldt Park last year. Chicago Tonight's Joanna Hernandez tells us more about the initiative.
Corliss Bernard has spent 15 years doing prevention and intervention work with the Cook County Sheriff's Office.
There's a kind of a idea that we're here to apprehend and to we're here to arrest, and there's so much more that we do.
Bernard has been helping people inside Erie Family Health Center in Humboldt Park for the last year.
We kind of go based on the individual, on whether or not they want one resource or another, and sometimes they come in and don't even know what they need. So I think the more we sit down, we chat, we talk, we be a face, we be a helping hand, we open the doors to so many different opportunities for them.
An initiative Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart launched.
We're doing all this work with people on particularly mental illness and working with their individual issues, but then when they would leave us, they would go out into the community where there was very little services. So I was like, okay, we'll set up our own services out there.
The idea initially started virtually during the pandemic to connect those released from custody with everyday resources like mental health services, housing, and employment. To make it available to a bigger population, the Community Resource Center started operating inside Erie's Health Hub.
Navigating a system, whether you're recently out of custody or you're on electronic monitoring or you're facing eviction or you don't have a place to stay, the things that might seem very simple to accomplish for you and I become very, very difficult.
Case manager Bernard says she supported dozens of individuals through their journeys.
What are some struggles that you would say, people have in common that they struggle with, that you notice?
I think that they struggle, the participants that we work with struggle with a lot of different things, and it ranges. So we try to kind of isolate what those struggles might be. I think that housing is one of them, just trying to find where to start.
Sheriff Dart says it's an opportunity for law enforcement to help people on different levels.
Do we do law enforcement? Yeah, of course we do that. That's, nature, part of the office. But also part and parcel of that is to be working with the communities.
For Chicago Tonight, Black Voices, I'm Joanna Hernandez.
The Community Resource Center is open for walk-ins from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays. Up next, how community leaders are addressing the maternal mortality rate among Black women right after this. Black women in Illinois are 3 times more likely to die from a pregnancy-related cause than white women. It's a grim reality that led advocates to start The Gathering, an effort to address these disparities through educational conversations between pregnant people and their healthcare providers. Joining us to talk about these efforts are Tamala Milan Alexander, Community Engagement Director at EverThrive Illinois, and is also leading the Gathering campaign, and Inger Burnett Ziegler, Associate Professor of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences at Northwestern University's School of Medicine. Welcome back. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tamala, let's start with you, please. What is The Gathering, and why did you all want to start it?
The Gathering is our education around the maternal mortality crisis facing Black birthing people, not only just in Chicago, across this state. What we did is we used listening sessions. We listened to women who are in the on the west side, on the south side, through research, and were able to come up with an opportunity to educate not just them in their communities, but also to educate the providers who often dismiss, disrespect, and disregard the concerns of women, especially Black women in those communities. So our gathering is around providing a website for folks to go to. When we launched it last year, we wanted to ensure that these people knew what was going on. I always share this about, I'm a mother of 6 and a grandmother of 5. And yeah, and so one thing I always remember my mom saying to me is, you know, don't go out there, you're going to have a setback. I didn't know any of those things could have led, those terms that are used. Could lead
a lot of education about some of the terminology, and we're going to come back to that in a minute as well, because I want to get into it. Inger, you dealt with some of these disparities firsthand during your pregnancy. Tell us a little bit about what you experienced.
Yeah, you know, as a health disparities researcher, I knew many of the risk factors that specifically impact Black women: higher exposure to stress, you know, being of lower income, having poor access to health services. But it wasn't until I had a personal experience with preeclampsia that I really saw it play out. And through that experience, I saw how women are listened to or not as they describe their symptoms to healthcare providers. How, you know, you really have to be an advocate for yourself to say, no, something really is wrong in order to truly be heard. And how the healthcare system really can fail a lot of women in general, and Black women specifically, when they're not, you know, having heightened sensitivity to the unique needs impacting the maternal health risk of Black women.
Tamala, part of The Gathering, as we discussed, is educating healthcare workers on the disparities, the reasons for it, and you all created a glossary that, you know, sort of helps folks with terms, right? Like, the healthcare providers might use something that some women in the community might not understand. What are some of those conversations like?
As I was before, I was just speaking about setback. Well, if you talk to a provider about a setback, they may think you're talking about financial or. But in the community, setback could literally mean you're hemorrhaging. You know, you go lay down for a little while, but no one is triggering you to go and reach out to your provider. And so the gathering gives us an opportunity to really put resources in the hand of not just, like I said, the families, but the providers, so that when they hear these things like sugar runs in my family.
Diabetes.
But
not everybody knows that.
Not everybody knows the terms that are used in the community, or do folks who are in the community know that the terms that are being associated with something that could be happening to them, and they are also in a state of mind where they can't take in this or comprehend this information. So we want to make sure that the gathering is out there for folks to be able to tap in into the educational part, tap into how I can help my neighbor, and my neighbor can help their family.
Inger, you've written a commentary about your experience, and later on in there you mention a number of Black providers that you had touch points with. You and your daughter are fine. You're great today.
Yes.
But tell us about the importance of having Black patients paired with Black providers.
Yeah, you know, the research shows that Black patients that are paired with Black providers feel more heard, feel more listened to, and that Black babies that are delivered from Black providers have better health outcomes. And, you know, I still kind of get chills when I think about those providers that ushered me through my delivery, the way that they cared for me, the way that they listened to me in a way that felt like tangibly different than the experience that I had had in the days and couple weeks leading up to that, where you know, I truly believe things could have gone another way. You know, specifically, I was told to go home, you know, experiencing shortness of breath, swelling, all of the symptoms that I now know were preeclampsia. And the women that kind of carried me forward and ultimately delivered my daughter, I really believe saved both of our lives.
Tamala, what do you think needs to change to provide better care for families and birthing people?
We cannot continue to dismiss people's concerns. As she shared, a lot of times providers just don't, you know, you have that short amount of time to get it done. But families are suffering. And once again, we at EverThrive wanted to ensure that people had something in hand. We got boots on the ground, putting flyers in people's hands and in businesses and residential areas and all the communities so that people know when you know better, you can do better. It's what my mom would always say to me. And so I think that's true when it comes to getting folks in the community to understand this is a real thing. And it's even worse than most people think. It's not even 3 times, 6 times.
6 times. Mm-hmm.
6 times.
I think that's the national
statistic. And so as we continue to outreach throughout the state, not just with boots on the ground, but I urge folks to go on EverThrive Illinois' website, look at the gathering. It's not just talking about maternal mortality, but it's talking about the ways in which we address it and the ways in the glossary of terms in which can be beneficial to providers, families alike.
That's a good start. Real quick, Ingrid, how old's your daughter now?
16 months.
16 months. Congratulations. All right, that's a good place to leave it. Tamala Malayan Alexander, Ingrid Burnett Ziegler, good to see you both. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Up next, how the founder of Ladies of Virtue aims to change the trajectory of Black girls' lives right after this. Jamila Tremuel says as a young Black girl growing up in Chicago, her parents were always her biggest cheerleaders. It wasn't until she saw some of her peers struggle with self-confidence as teenagers that she realized not everyone got the same encouragement at home. So she did something about it and became a mentor. Here she gives the last word on why she says Black girls need more role models and why you should give it a try.
My name is Jamila Tremuel, founder and CEO of Ladies of Virtue. Growing up, my dad used to always say, you're an African girl, you could do anything you put your mind to. And my mom was the same way. They pushed me to accomplish my dreams. Honestly, I took my parents for granted. I didn't realize until about my junior year in high school that all parents are not instilling those positive words into their kids. I saw how some of my friends' lives took a downward turn, and that's when I realized that positive role models literally can change the trajectory of your life. So that's why I started mentoring as a sophomore at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign, and I haven't looked back since. So I started Ladies of Virtue in 2011, so this is our 12th year. We started with 6 girls in the Greater Grand Crossing Library, and now we serve over 500 girls this year. And we are in 18 program sites with 27 programs across the city of Chicago. The reason why Ladies of Virtue targets Black girls is because we know what the world is saying about Black girls. We see the stats to say Black girls have the highest disciplinary rates, the highest suspension rates. We know that Black girls are resilient, we're strong, we're passionate, we are creative. That's why we want to focus on Black girls so that we can change the narrative, ensure that our girls are empowered to become confident and purpose-driven leaders. They want to be around mentors and adults that look like them. And so they are all about seeking out those positive role models, and that's why we're here. For anyone who's listening, if this excites you, we encourage you to tap in, to become a mentor, to give back to the next generation. Come join us. What is so powerful about mentorship is that you have an opportunity to expose girls to a world that they may not have even considered. We are seeing so many possibilities that are opening up for our participants. We have girls that are truly obtaining their goals and their dreams because that seed was planted right here in Ladies of Virtue. We just need to nurture the gifts that already lie within them so that they can really and fully realize their full potential.
Ladies of Virtue is looking for new participants for the upcoming school year. Applications close on August 31st. And Jamila Tremuel says they're always looking for mentorship volunteers. You'll find more on all of that on our website, where you'll also find more in our The Last Word series. And that's our show for tonight. Now, for all of us here at Chicago Tonight Black Voices, I'm Brandis Friedman. Stay healthy and safe, and have a good night.
Closed captioning is made possible by Robert A. Clifford and Clifford Law Offices, a Chicago personal injury and wrongful death firm, and proud sponsor of programming that offers advice and strategies to enhance the physical and mental well-being of fellow legal practitioners in Illinois.